Spices. Seems like a simple addition to your dinner, right? But did you know that spices once fueled wars, toppled empires, and changed the course of history? Let's dive into a story spicier than you've ever imagined. Get ready to uncover the dark and thrilling history of spices, the story that forever changed the world. In the 15th and 16th centuries, spices like pepper, cinnamon, and nutmeg were the driving force of the global economy. Back then, they were worth their weight in gold, literally. Europeans were obsessed with them, not just for flavor, but for their supposed medicinal properties and ability to preserve food. Spices were so valuable that they were often used as currency, and their allure led to the exploration of new trade routes and territories. The race for spices kicked off intense rivalries. The Portuguese were the first to find a direct sea route to India around Africa's Cape of Good Hope. This gave them control over the spice trade for nearly a century, but Spain wasn't having it. Christopher Columbus famously set sail looking for spices and accidentally stumbled upon the Americas instead. This discovery opened up new opportunities and intensified the competition between these two maritime powers. Then came the Dutch and the British. In the 17th century, the Dutch East India Company became a powerhouse, brutally taking over the Spice Islands in Indonesia, especially the Banda Islands, the world's sole source of nutmeg at the time. The Dutch didn't just trade, they massacred thousands of locals to secure their monopoly. Meanwhile, the British were rising to challenge Dutch dominance. One of the most bizarre moments in history came in 1667 with the Treaty of Breda. The British agreed to give up their claims to the Spice Islands in exchange for New Amsterdam, now known as New York City. And let's not forget the Ottoman Empire. They controlled the overland spice routes connecting Asia to Europe. Europeans hated paying high taxes to the Ottomans, which pushed them to explore sea routes and kickstart the Age of Exploration. The Ottomans' strategic control over these routes made them a formidable force in the spice trade, influencing European exploration and expansion. By the 18th century, as Europeans began cultivating spices in their colonies, their value plummeted. What once sparked wars and exploration became something we all sprinkle casually on our food today. The global cultivation of spices made them more accessible and affordable, transforming them from luxury items to everyday commodities. This shift marked the end of an era where spices dictated the fate of empires in the course of history.